interrupt you, but there were voices above us.
And the clearest EVP I've ever heard in my life. She said she truly believed.
Oh my God. Hey everybody, today we are taking a trip up to Quincy, Massachusetts to visit the one and only the USS Salem. This was a heavy cruiser ship that was built shortly after World War II and was commissioned in 1949 until it was decommissioned in 1959. Now, even though the ship itself never saw any combat or engaged in any actual warfare, they believe the ship is haunted, and they speculate it is haunted by former crew members who still may be lingering around the USS Salem. Today, it sits as a museum and is open during the daytime for tours and free roam. In this video, we're going to explore the ship and hang out with the current owner, Don. Now, I have to say, haunted or not, this is or was quite the experience. And keep in mind, throughout the video, you're going to notice a boot on Sarah's foot. She injured her foot a week before we went to the USS Salem. And also keep in mind, in this video, on the entire ship itself, it's just me, her, and Don, the three of us, no one else. So any voices you hear that are not any of us, well, I can't explain that. I really can't, because we were the only ones on that boat. But with that in mind, I hope you guys do enjoy the video. If you do, please subscribe to the channel. That's it for now. Thanks and enjoy.
So one of our longest known residents, I'll say, is the chief. And this is a guy that we, for years and years, was back in the third mess, which is all the way back aft. But now we believe he's in here. This is that room where we're kind of hanging around. That's the ward room. That's where the officers ate, had meetings and things of that nature. And this is the galley, the kitchen for the officers' mess. And we think the chief has moved up here. I asked him one night, and all indications were that he just wanted to be closer to the action. Although, ironically, we're spending more time in the third mess now, so. At some point tonight, you're gonna wanna spend some time in this room. This is the surgery. It is an audio gold mine. And the audio, you know, I always tell people that later when you're listening to audio, you know, if you hear something and you're not really sure what it is, think context, because almost all the audio that you're going to record aboard this ship has context. It's almost like they like to take part in our conversations if they can. The best piece of audio I think we have is standing in front of this door. And I didn't have my keys, so there's a back door that gets us in, and I didn't have my keys, so we were arguing about how to get in. And
I don't mean to interrupt you, but there were voices above us and a lot of movement. Are you sure no one's up there?
Yeah.
I just heard two men talking. And you hear all that movement?
it sounds like it's raining. Is it raining?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's,
Okay, but I heard two men just exchanging conversation. So those guys are gone?
yeah.
Okay, carry on.
So we were arguing about how to get in. And at one point, the woman who was with us said, well, when I get in there, I'm going to do X, Y, Z. And when we played that recording of that conversation, right after she says that, you hear a little girl say, but how would you get there? Like she was reminding us that we hadn't figured out how we were going to get in there yet. So when you're listening to your audio later, think context, and that may be a clue in terms of what you're getting. Right now, this is probably the most active room on the ship.
Why do you think that is?
Well, there's a guy in here who I think the activity has ramped up over the past couple of months because for some reason or other, our research has taken leaps and bounds this season. And we've gotten a lot of names so that there's a man in this room we talk to by name. And I think, you may think it's silly, but I think they appreciate it. I think they like the fact that we now, talk to them much more like they're people.
It's more personal.
Yeah.
What is the name of the...
There's a man in here, his name is Frank O'Brien. He's a third-class machinist mate who was stationed aboard the ship. And he didn't die here, but in 1956, Salem was sailing alongside a destroyer called John R. Pierce. And Pierce had an accident. They had an anti-aircraft turret explode. And a number of guys were hurt. One guy was killed outright, and a number of guys were hurt. And because a destroyer is so much smaller than a cruiser, they brought those guys over here. And one of the guys that was brought over here, his name was Malott. And Frank O'Brien, it turns out, him and this guy Malott are from the same hometown. So Frank O'Brien is in here still looking over his friend Malott.
Wow.
Who Frank told us last week that Malott is in this rack right here.
Now these original frames...
the racks, yes, absolutely.
Wow. That's crazy.
We have some unbelievable evidence from this room.
And like you said, you think, calling them by their name makes it more personal and makes it more... Okay.
With the exception of the chief. About 8 weeks ago, in that neighborhood, we finally got the chief's name. It's been 15 years. We finally got his name.
What is it?
And he doesn't want anything to do with his name. He's the chief. And you do this, you know what I'm talking about. This is all stuff that makes sense. Mm-hmm. So the chief didn't die aboard the ship either, okay? When I was in the Navy, I knew a lot of guys that came from nothing. And when they left the Navy, they went back to nothing. And the crew was their family. The ship was home to them. And I think that's the chief.
He was something here, basically.
And I think this is where he decided he wants to stay. And that being the case, his identity is the chief. It's not blank, his name. He likes being the chief. This is a great room. We'll spend some time.
Oh yeah, definitely.
She's in pretty good shape once you get below, isn't she?
Oh my God, it's amazing.
This is the chief petty officer's mess. Chief petty officers were kind of in between enlisted guys and officers, okay? But this room we find, we have a lot more success with personal stuff. We have a lot of success with electronic equipment, but I use my dowsing rods in here to great success. This is the only room on the ship, I think, where we've ever used a Ouija board. And I'm not really a fan. We really don't use. We have one woman in our group who is kind of the Ouija queen. And if she's not around, we don't use it. But we've used it in here. And so her name is Eva, and she's not tall enough to sit. If she sits, she can't see the board. So she usually does this. And when she breaks out the board, before we get started, the board usually says, Eva, sit 3 times.
The board does, like the planchette moves.
Yeah, the planchette spells out Eva, sit. I gotta tell you, we've never investigated in here. In fact, this is bolted shut.
Oh, wow.
And
it's an old kitchen area, it looks like?
this is, well, as I pointed out, the galley for the wardroom,
Yeah.
the kitchen for the wardroom, well, this is the kitchen for the CPO mess. So I keep saying, I need to bring I have a ratchet that I use to take the door off the dentist's office sometimes when we go in there.
Yeah.
And I need to bring in a different ratchet so I can take
Get
the
it open,
screws off
yeah.
here and we can go in and investigate.
Interesting.
So this is the main galley kitchen. You know, this is for the cruise. This is for the cruise mess.
Wow.
And the crew has 3, you know, where the officers have 1, the chiefs have 1, the crew has 3 mess decks. First mess, second mess, third mess. And below us are the cruise berthing areas. There's something going on back here right now, I can feel it. So berthing is below here too, cruise berthing, I wouldn't waste my time. The berthing area under this room is just the footprint of this room. The other ladders you see going down to berthing, that berthing area goes from the other 2 mess decks in the galley. It's like a maze down there.
Okay.
But that's a much more active space than down here. Before, this is where the chief used to hang out. It was kind of in that little alcove over there. When Kindred Spirits was here, they said, you know, we want to get the chief's name. And I said, well, good luck. And they said, no, you're going to do it. They said, what we want you to do is stand in that alcove and be very blunt with him that you want his name. And I said, you know, I don't provoke the chief. And they said, no, don't provoke him, but just be blunt with him. You know, one of the things we always joke about around here is that the chief and I go back a long ways, and we always got along okay because he knows another miserable old sailor when he sees one. You know, back during the pandemic, when my hair was like down to the middle of my back at one time, and I couldn't even come down the ladder without the chief pulling my hair to tell me that I needed a damn haircut. It's getting to the point where he'll start soon. Anyway, so that's what we did. And at one point, I saw them kind of react to something. I didn't know what, of course. And shortly after that, I said to them, he's gone. He was definitely here, but he's gone now. And they said, okay. So the next day, they were getting ready to go. We were going over evidence, and they told me that they saw a shadow come down this bulkhead and go out the hatch. And they said the timing was such that as soon as the shadow went out the hatch, I said, he's gone. And they were like, we kind of chuckled because we were like, yeah, no kidding, we saw him leave, you know. So then they played the audio. And I'm going to tell you, I just told you I've been doing this almost 20 years now. And the clearest EVP I've ever heard in my life was me saying, okay, you've been screwing me around for 15 years. These people are leaving tomorrow. They got no time. So just cut the shit and give them your name. And you hear, fuck you, Dawn. And I'm telling you, it was the clearest EVP I've ever heard in my life. It was so clear that they used it on Kindred Spirits. They bleeped it, but they used it because it was so clear. Yeah, there's something going on out there, and out there, I think.
You think it's one of your workers, or?
Sorry?
You think it's one of your
No,
employees?
there's nobody here. No, there's nobody here.
That was a foot squeak, like
Yeah.
someone.
I'm telling you, get used to it, brother. So tonight, once you go dark, this is the cruise lounge, the library. And we don't really spend a whole lot of time in here, you know, because things are so crazy other places that we just never get back here. But we hear a lot of people say that if they sit on the couches, the dog gets up on the couch with them. So anyway, like I said, if you know, as the night goes by, if you're looking for someplace different, this is always a good place. We also have a name back here, Bill Austin, gunner's mate seaman, William Austin, is a young kid who was killed in the 8-inch turret that's back here, number 3 turret. And we speak to him back here on a very regular basis. We'll give that a whirl tonight too, if you want. Just so you know.
Alright. So Sarah is investigating with the caretaker of the ship, Don, and I am going to walk these halls by myself for a little bit. And I can already tell I'm going to regret it. It is raining outside, so there's going to be a lot of noise. Oh. But mind you, on this boat, it is only the 3 of us. And they are going towards the opposite end of the ship. But this is amazing being on here. This historic and gigantic ship. You can hear the rain coming down pretty good. It's just a little office with coffee and such. Now they do daytime tours of this place. You can come on here for a daytime tour during the weekends. Look at that. That is so cool. You know, paranormal or not, it's just fascinating being on this ship. Oh, I think this is all we can... as far as we can go. I think that goes outside. Now, when Don was giving me a tour of the place, I'm pretty sure we can go around. Now, if you're like me, going by yourself around the ship and you get lost, what you can do is follow the yellow brick road. And this will take you right to the main hub of the ship. Oh, okay. So here we go. We can go this way. The floor creaks so loudly. This is where we came. Okay, so this is where we came from. So let's go down here a little bit. I'm pretty sure this is going to take us right back to the hub area. Yes, yes it will. Yep. Look at that. Some old cameras there. That's so cool. That's pretty neat. This is the little kitchen area. One of the kitchen areas of the ship. They're quite... Smell of perfume in here. I wonder if it was Sarah who walked through here. Oh my God. What was that noise? Back over here. My battery's already dying. So let me go get my spare battery real quick. Oh, this is the door. I don't know what that banging noise is, but don't think it's Don or Sarah doing it. So we're going to try an experiment in this room. So this is the room where Don says, I think Frank is his name. You think he haunts this sleeping quarters? Frank, are you here with us? I have a ball on that bed. If you touch it, it lights up. It is a great way to communicate with me. In fact, it is one of the best ways to let me know that you're here with me. Are you able to touch that ball, please, and make it light up? I'm not here to hurt you or be disrespectful. Sailor, can you touch that ball, please, on the bed? If you do it, I'll offer you some whiskey. Do you want some whiskey? Some rum, perhaps? You'd probably like to drink. I'm sure it gets pretty boring on this boat sometimes. How about this? Can I ask you some yes or no questions? And if it's a yes, feel free to make that ball on the bed light up by touching it. If it's a no, you can ignore it. Don't touch the ball. Were you a sailor on this ship? Is this ship called the USS Salem? Was this ship used in wartime? I don't know. I don't know. This ship is so huge. Look at that. Some old jackets. Oh man, hot dogs. I'm gonna put a motion ball right there. And we're gonna sit down. The raindrops make it seem like there are footsteps. So it's very deceiving. All right. If there's anyone here in this room, I swear to God, it sounds like footsteps. If there's anyone here with me, dude, I wish it wasn't raining, because that could debunk or it could eliminate a lot of the noises I'm hearing. Is anyone here with me? I have a ball on that table. One of the best ways to communicate with me is by touching that ball and making it light up. It's not going to hurt you, but it is a great way of communication with me. And I'm very interested in communicating with you. So are you able to make contact with that object, with that ball, and make it light up? If you're still on the ship... Ooh. I heard a noise. There's definitely movement out there, I feel like. This ship makes so many weird noises. Oh, what was that? This is by far the most unique place that I've been to film. Hands down. Oh, look at this. What a model ships. That's so cool. Those muffins? Oh, I love muffins. I think I hear Sarah and Don. Yeah, we're gonna meet up with them in a second. It's me coming down.
Yep. Thank you. Awesome job. Yeah. That's for you.
Oh. Well, thanks.
I did ask them, didn't I?
Yeah.
I said, as soon as he gets in here, can you make those go off?
Yep, you said.
Sweet.
So you got what? REM pod set up,
Yeah.
lantern, and... Is that a thud?
Yep.
Yeah.
I hear it ringing. I'm gonna knock. Can you knock back?
That's me. Sorry.
Alright, you start this time. Go ahead. If you knock, I'll knock back. Are you still down there? What was that?
I didn't hear anything.
The beeping?
What's that?
Dad. Is that a woman?
That sounds like a woman.
Yeah, that's what
I'm
I
not
just
hearing it.
It's like a what?
It sounds just like the woman we heard screaming here last night.
Where? Where's it coming from?
The first one was behind me, the second one was behind Lauren.
You heard it too?
It was like a what?
Yeah.
I didn't hear it. Seems to like it when we're in small groups. This is as small as it gets.
We came all the way from Pennsylvania.
Oh. Is that the REM pod? Is there someone coming back here with me? You can hear the REM pod. That's with them going off. Me? What was that? I'm sit on this couch. Don says that little ghost dog comes in the... Oh, what was that noise? Is someone here with me? Is there a chief back here? Chief, what's your name? And if you hear that beeping, it is the REM pod with Sarah and Don. Go through this way.
That Robert got in her face,
Okay.
and she said she truly believed that if he could have hurt her, he would have. So I don't think he can, but I think he liked it.
What did it say? Door what? Beep, 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 beep.
Why is that going off?
I don't know. I mean, Dom's going down, but he...
You already having better luck without me here?
No, well, that was just going off like crazy. Yours was for a second. As soon as I said, do you want to put the doctor's jacket on? That was fine.
Huh. Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah. Do you want to be in the photo with me?
That's okay. You light
Okay,
up.
well then, let me just get up here with my broken leg. You know?
Yeah, it was interesting that went off like that.
Yeah. Oh, don't trip. We gotta do a picture real quick.
Boot and everything.
I'm just trying to get out of here.
Oh, you're good.
Did I do it in the stirrups?
Oh my god.
Just don't get my... Hang on. There's a way you can do this and a way you can't. And the way you're doing it right now gets my double chin.
There you go. Perfect. Got it.
This is the surgery. It is an audio gold mine.
The way you can't. And the way you're doing it.
All right. So we got Sarah on the surgical table.
I hurt my leg real bad. Could use some of those crutches over there.
Is there a doctor here?
If there's a doctor, come running, please.
We need a medic.
A lot of rain.
HM1 McVeigh. Are you here?
I think we should do an EVP session in here. This room is really good for EVPs.
Want to use your phone or?
Yeah. I'll take mine up. What was that?
That was, I think it's a table making a bunch of noise because you're moving around.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Alright, is there a doctor aboard this ship that can help me with my leg? I really hurt my calf.
Can we get a medic to look at her, please? You think it's serious? Can you fix her up?
It hurts really bad on the back of my calf. Can you tell me what I did?
I am listening to that. Oh. Hi there. Are you the doctor?
Alright, I'm gonna listen to that. That was weird. That's what I heard
What?
a second ago. Is
That's
that just outside noise?
That sounds like somebody walking around out here.
Yeah, I was hearing that before.
Can you make that stop beeping, please?
It's not beeping. That's sending Morse code.
When it was just me and you
We
down
have
there.
all kinds of recordings in Morse code.
Do you know how to decipher it?
45 years ago.
How does he do it?
All right. I'm going to put on one of the jackets. Which one should I put on?
What was that?
That was me. The auction block.
All right, this is okay, or if it's not okay, just touch one of those devices. Oh, all right, can you back away, please, from that device? Thank you. Now, if you want me to take this jacket off, can you make that noise again, please? Sarah yawning.
Sorry. Should he operate on me?
If you want me to keep this jacket on, can you make that device light up again?
You want him to take it off?
You lit up when he put it on. So you understand why we're curious if it's okay that he keeps it on, you can light it again, right? Okay, so if you want him to take it off, you can light that device again. The green light, please.
Stop. You're making me yawn.
If you make that box light up one more time, I'll take this jacket off and put it back on the rack.
If not, he's gonna go ahead and operate.
Do you work in here normally? Is that who you are?
Are you an actual doctor?
That was a clear knock.
Well, what the fuck was that? I mean, that was a knock, right?
That was a straight up.
Get on?
That was a.
Yeah.
Doors open.
Is that movement? Let's go, Don. That was like a straight up human knocking on the door.
Yeah, that was just like, hello.
Wait, is that?
Did you hear that over there?
What was it?
I just
Sounded like footsteps over there. I don't know.
That was someone trying to get on the ship. Like, hello.
Yeah, that was.
Amanda and I were in here one night, and we had a thing with a shadow. It's a long story. I won't get into it. We were chased it around, and we came back, and we were sitting at that table, like where the sanitizer is.
Dude, what is that? And we never saw Don again.
That's fine.
So eerie. Did you hear this one?
That I heard talking.
What? Shine your light. muffins. What is that?
Cafeteria?
Oh, okay. We can go up this way. If you want.
Oh yeah, okay, I know where we are. Oh, it's the muffins again. Yeah. Let's go for some muffins.
There's just movement in that room.
Which room?
The one with muffins. This
Oh,
one?
muffins? Can I get some muffins?
Right after you said it.
Can I get some food? Please?
Right, that's from upstairs. Because the door's open.